Yeah, hey, so wanted to put together another video, and this is under my workbench, tail end of the truck, and I've been using these long-handled tools quite a bit here lately, and they're really pretty important, and I've got quite a few, so I thought maybe we'd take this opportunity to show what I got in here. So let's open her up and see what we got. So I'm just going to pull them out kind of one at a time. And, you guys have seen this before. I can't talk highly enough of that. I believe it's a Structron. It's super heavy duty. It's a trenching shovel, 3.5 inches wide, and that gets hard duty. I use that all the time for cleaning tracks. And if you don't have it, and you clean your tracks a lot, I really recommend it. You'll be happy with it. Yeah. Yeah, and this one here, that's just a standard digging bar. I've had that quite a long time. If you watch that video on me doing the track pads, you saw me use that. It's got that. I've used this before doing that repair on different machines, and it's got this. I think it's an 8-sided hex on it, and it's tapered, so you can drive it in the hole in the rail underneath the track pad bolt. And by being tapered, you can snug it up by tapping on it, and that holds the nut, and sometimes you don't even have to heat it. It'll push it up enough if it's loose, or hold it in place so you can spin it off. So, yeah, and of course it's also a pry bar too, sometimes you need that extra leverage. Yeah, so this is new to me here, to carrying in the truck, and I'm real happy with that too. It's what is that? It's a Truper. A Truper. It's a professional grade, or whatever that means. So it's just a real heavy steel rake with a fiberglass handle, and this was I think it was an 18-inch head, and so it wouldn't fit in the box, and so what I did, I liked the way it was built. I found it at a good price at Wichita Feed and Seed here in Portland, and which is a great outfit. So I just cut, I think, 2 teeth off each side, and so it worked out really well. So I just used this the other day. I cut on quite a lot of private ground, and so we did these 2 little units just recently. I just finished it up earlier in the week, the last one. But the thing about private ground, I think a lot of us can understand what I'm talking about here. The load and unload is often a real pain in the neck, and this, lawn had to nose off onto this, nice rock driveway. I had to unload, stay off the grass, carefully pivot myself around, and go, out and get onto the actual truck road. And so this landowner's driveway was a really nice one. It was, pea stone, and it was clean. And, the buncher, I was real careful with it, so it didn't tear it up too much, but nevertheless, not too much in logging terms, a lot different than a landowner's idea. And so once I got onto the truck road, my truck was right there, and I broke this thing out and went back and raked the guy's driveway out, raked the tracks out. And he came out, and he was very pleased about that, and so a lot of times doing like a little thing like that, and having a tool so you can just knock it out in a few minutes and be good to go, that's a lot of times that really makes a difference, and maybe another job, or just making sure that perhaps a problem individual doesn't go ballistic on us. Anyhow, yeah, another shovel here. This thing is a real brute. Again, that's a Structron. It's kind of an interesting design. It's it's a real breakout shovel. It doesn't have much tape or angle here, but it's a solid shank. And this thing is it's a hell of a shovel. I got that off Craigslist from a guy. I got a really good price, because I think this is like $100 shovel, and Sometimes you just got to have one. I've got a fire shovel and a Pulaski outside mounted up. It's a good tool, but this is a great shovel. Like for cleaning out the end of a culvert or whatever might come up. Yeah. Yeah. So then this, just a flat square shovel. I just picked this up a while ago too. It's a Corona, and it's a full fiberglass handle, solid fiberglass. I think it's either a 10 or 12 gauge shovel itself, and this is a really important tool for moving in the winter, where you're tracking mud out onto the pavement, filling up the tires if you're on tires. So it just makes it easy to just get the mud off the road, and again, keep the neighbors happy, and the highway department too. Yeah, and this big old bruiser here, I think this is a 20 pounder, or no, 16. Yep. So 16-pound sledge persuader. Sometimes you just need that. I've used this a few times. I'm not a big fan of hammers. Oftentimes, I think that if you're reaching for a hammer, you're doing something wrong. But sometimes you just need a lot of weight. And early on with the LX870, I did use this because on the lower tilter, the tapered bushing around the lower pin mount, it had shifted slightly, and that happens sometimes, and so you need to loosen it up and then recenter it. And this, I did that and got the machine balanced. A couple taps with that, and it was good to go. So. Yeah, and then last but not least, again, this is a cleanup tool. Just a regular push broom, heavy push broom. Again, I cut that down. I think it was 18 inches, but I cut it down to fit in the box. And, this one's done a lot of work, as you can tell. But, again, for moving, any time of year, really, in the summer, you can just get dust or dirt on the highway. And, to have a broom, so and a shovel too, so a couple guys could knock that right out and keep the highway department happy. It's a really good thing. So I think that's all the goodies in that one. But those tools all come in handy. And again, this maintainer body is just awesome. I've got a piece of rubber matting that I cut to fit that at the box bottom there, and this underbench box goes clear through, and these maintainer bodies are just awesome. It stays dust free and dry, and keeps your tools protected. And so anyhow, there you have it. It's some more goodies out of the truck that I use regularly. Anyhow, hope you find it interesting. Thanks.